Hello once again, YouTubers. Fiber Biscuit back with some more Silver and Bronze Age goodies. Before I begin, I do want to take care of a little housekeeping. As always, thank you subscribers. I appreciate it watching these videos and my collection and the great comments. Keep them coming. Also, one of our fellow collectors has decided not to make any more movies, and 74 Susu has decided to stop posting, and it's unfortunate and it's everybody's loss. He has a fantastic collection, just some beautiful books, a fantastic eye for collecting comics, and the news saddened me, but I can't say I don't understand. So 74 Susu, if you're out there listening, I miss you. I'm sure everybody else misses you. Please come back. But if not, good luck in continuing collecting comics, and I know I wish you well, and contact me from time to time, let me know how everything's going. You will be missed. Also, real quick, there's been a lot of debate in the community about true first appearances and what is a true first appearance, and it's been going back and forth. I'm not going to get into it because Hippies Collectibles pretty much put a stamp on it, made his video. Pretty much watch that and you'll get it. But as I was watching it, he said cameo, and he gave the definition of cameo as the brief appearance of a character. Now, when I started collecting comic books several years ago, one thing I did when I started was to learn as much as I can. And I was trying to be a sponge and just take everything in that I could, and that meant that I read the Overstreet Price Guide pretty much front to back. And I read the glossary in the Overstreet Price Guide when it came out, and it listed cameo as the definition of cameo as a brief appearance of a character in the strip of another. So to me that meant you can't have a cameo unless he appears in a book outside of his own title. So Spider-Man couldn't appear in his own book as in a cameo briefly because it's his book. Well, it just so happens that I looked at one of my many earlier Overstreet Price Guides that I'm trying to fill that collection out of, and same glossary, same Overstreet Price Guide, and it listed cameo as the brief appearance of a character, and didn't make any mention of in the book or whatever. So to me, I guess I'm gonna have to eat a little crow because I was unaware. I guess it's one of those gray terms and it goes either way, so it's kind of strange. Yeah, it's another one of those things we could debate. What's a true cameo? Does it have to be in the book? Does it not? And I don't want to get into it. I think I'm just going to go with what Hippie said now, and it's just a brief appearance. So, but I guess it goes both ways. Even on this, I went on the CGC website and they list cameo as a brief appearance of a character, and just another confusing term to try to work through when you collect comics. But that aside, gonna eat a little crow. I was unaware that it went both, it was both ways, so just one of those things we work through as we try to collect our comics and everything else. So with that said, I think that's all the housekeeping I had to do, so let's jump into some books real quick, because I'm sure you guys are sick of me talking. Starting out with Warlock, number 10, December 1975. Beautiful Jim Starlin cover. He also was the writer, the penciler. I even believe he was the colorist for this issue, and this is the origin of Thanos, which is becoming hotter and hotter, anything with Thanos on it or in it. And this is a pretty nice book. Glad to add it to the collection. Tomb of Darkness, number 9, 1974, Larry Lieber. Again, I'm going to go through these pretty quick, try to keep these videos moving. Supernatural Thrillers, number 3, 1973, Gil Kane. Great looking cover. Supernatural Thrillers, number 4. This was based on the novella from 1886, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Here's a nice key book, Supernatural Thrillers, featuring the living mummy, and this is the first living mummy, or Nikantu, hope I'm saying that right. Several firsts in this book. It's a Rich Buckler, John Romita Sr. cover. Nice looking book. Happy to add that to the collection. Supernatural Thrillers number 9, 1974, Gil Kane. Here's Ghost Rider number 2, 1973. This is the first Damien Hellstorm, which I believe he becomes more popular after he becomes a member of the Defenders, I believe. But I think this was his first appearance, but I think he became more popular with the Defenders. Not sure on that one. Here's a nice Marvel Spotlight run. Really glad to get most of these books. Really nice run, these early Marvel Spotlights. Starting out with number 11, 1973 Buckler cover, Ghost Rider. Marvel Spotlight number 10. I believe this was Herb Trimpe. Looking for a name, can't see it, but I believe so. Marvel Spotlight number 9, 1973 Mike Ploog. Marvel Spotlight number 8. Another nice looking cover. Marvel Spotlight number 7. Marvel Spotlight number 6. Marvel Spotlight number 5. Of course, one of the keys in the run. 1972 Mike Ploog cover. First Johnny Blaze. Of course, Ghost Rider. I actually got this for a really good price. My local comic shop, the owner had it on the back wall, and I asked him how much it was, and he said 15 bucks. I don't know if that was a friends and family price, but that was a no-brainer. Snatched it right up. Fairly decent shape. Marvel Spotlight number 4, Werewolf by Night. This is the final Werewolf by Night. He then goes into his own title, starting with number 1. Marvel Spotlight number 3, again Werewolf by Night, Mike Ploog. And final Marvel Spotlight today is number 2, Werewolf by Night, Neal Adams cover. First Werewolf by Night, Jack Russell. But unfortunately, this won't be staying in the collection. Right up here is what I thought was kind of superficial damage, but it's not. It's an actual pull, and somebody taped the book back down. And for me, one thing I don't do in my collection is tape. I don't like it. I don't want it near my comics. I don't accept it in my collection. It's a deal breaker for me. I just don't like tape. I don't want it around my comics. I just don't. It's just one of those things. Everybody's different. For me, the deal breaker is tape. So this won't go in the collection permanently, but I'll hang on till I get another copy. So, nice run of some Bronze Age books. Now I'm going to switch to some Silver Age Submariner. And I'm going to start with Iron Man and Submariner number 1, April 1968, Gene Colan. And this is actually a pretty interesting book. It's a once-in-a-lifetime issue, one-shot kind of book. The last appearance of each of these characters was in Tales of Suspense 99 and Tales to Astonish 101. And the next appearance of these characters is, for Iron Man, it's Iron Man number 1. For Submariner, it's Submariner number 1. It bridges the gap between those two titles and their own series. So, it's a fairly nice book. Glad to, finally pick up a copy. Fairly decent. I don't remember when I picked this up. I mean, I have so many comics, to show. I don't really remember when I picked a lot of these up, but happy to add that to the collection. Submariner number 8, John Buscema cover. Buscema. Not sure how you say it again, but nice black cover. Submariner number 7. Submariner number 6. Tiger Shark appearance. I believe it's the second appearance of Tiger Shark. CGC 9.0. 1968. Submariner number 5. First appearance of Tiger Shark. Submariner number 4. Submariner number 3. I always thought this cover was kind of funky. Submariner number 2. And the final book in this video, of course, would be Submariner number 1. May 1968. Tons of flashbacks in this issue. And I believe most of this story recounts most of his history, a great deal from his Silver Age appearance in Fantastic Four, number 4. But a nice key book that's still quite affordable. This is in fairly nice condition. You know, I wouldn't say it's bad, wouldn't say it's, you know, outstanding, but definitely acceptable. Nice condition. Happy to pick it up. Happy to fill out the early Submariner run. Don't know if I'm going to go much farther with that because I'm trying to focus my collecting on other titles, and I really have to try to stay focused and try to fill out some of these runs. So, but again, happy to pick those up. So there it is. I hope everybody enjoyed it. And as always, if you're not a subscriber of mine, please click the button. Check it, become a subscriber. I got tons of Bronze and Silver Age. That's pretty much all I collect. So if you like the books you see, definitely subscribe. If you don't like what you see, go ahead and click you didn't like it. Don't really care. You already watched the video, so you wasted your time, not mine. And as always, until the next video, please keep them coming. I love watching them. I'm trying to make an effort to really, you know, leave comments because I love all the videos. And it's like Hippie said, I don't collect a lot of the newer stuff, and a lot of people that I subscribe to have great information. I try to keep up with the trends and, you know, what everybody's talking about, but it's really not my area. I don't collect that kind of stuff, and I can't really comment on it. So if I don't leave a comment on a lot of videos, it's not because, you know, I don't want to, it's just because it's ignorance. I don't know much about it. But please keep them coming. As always, I love all the great videos, and until the next video, this is Fiber Biscuit, and I'm gone.